We're back with the head of the Federal Emergency Management Agency, or FEMA. Brock Long joins us from their headquarters in Washington. It's been a very busy time for you, sir. I appreciate you making the time. Can you tell us, the White House has already asked for about $7 billion. Expect billions more to be needed in Houston quite soon. How much money does FEMA need to help this recovery?
That's hard to estimate right now. Obviously, not only is the president fully engaged, his staff, Tom Bossert, Secretary Duke, all of us are working together to correctly inform the Congress on how to give us the enduring authority to go forward to make sure that we meet the demands for not only Harvey, but potentially threatening Irma out there as well. So I feel like what we have going on right now is an excellent communication, with the Congress, and the Congress knows what needs to be done to make sure that we can meet the demands of what's going on.
You mentioned Irma. It appears to be strengthening. What are you expecting from that hurricane?
Well, what bothers me about Irma and what we need the U.S. Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico and folks down in southeastern United States as well as the Mid-Atlantic is that anytime a hurricane has a well-defined center of circulation, the confidence in that forecast track is pretty high when it comes from the National Hurricane Center. The models are in pretty good agreement. Right now we are ramping up. We've already forward deployed commodities into our island territories, where we've already forward deployed incident management teams to Puerto Rico as well as the Virgin Islands. So we're shifting focus to Irma as well as maintaining the effort to make sure that we have Recovery Command established in Texas and Louisiana.
Now, when it comes to Harvey, 33 trillion gallons of water dumped on U.S. soil. This has been called a 1 in 1,000 year event. Do we need to be prepared for more extreme weather like this? And is the onus on the states rather than the federal government? So
I think that's an excellent question. And I need state representatives and state legislative officials and local elected officials to listen up. This is a call, it is a wake-up call for this country, for local and state elected officials to give their governors and their emergency management directors, the full budgets that they need to be fully staffed, to design rainy day funds, to have your own standalone individual assistance and public assistance programs. This is a wake-up call. People cannot depend solely on the Federal Emergency Management Agency to be responsible for a majority. States do a lot of work. They do a lot of work, but I think that we all have to collectively sit down after this event and figure out how to collectively improve, as we've all seen.
Are you saying there, sir, that Texas should have done more to prepare?
No. Texas is a model. Governor Abbott, Chief Nim Kidd, those guys are a model. What we need are for elected officials at all levels of government to hit the reset button, sit down, evaluate where their programs are with their state emergency management directors as well as their local emergency management directors, and make sure that they have everything they need to increase their levels of self-sufficiency. This is a partnership, but this event is one that we're all going to have to sit down and hit the reset button on and figure out how we collectively improve.
Your agency oversees the National Flood Insurance Program, which is going to expire at the end of the month unless Congress acts. About 80% or more people in the area hit by Harvey don't have any flood insurance. What are you expecting? Are people there basically on their own?
No, people are, it's tough. So individual assistance that's offered up by the Federal Emergency Management Agency is basically just a ray of hope. It's a bridge to kickstart recovery. Those who are uninsured are most likely eligible for FEMA's individual assistance program that can help them with a host of things, not only rapid repairs to their homes, maybe some funding for if they've lost their jobs and different things, or rental fees and that kind of thing that they can pay. The bottom line is that it's not going to be enough to make anybody whole. The other thing is that in this country, federal disaster recovery support comes from a multitude of agencies. Also, the SBA will be offering up low-interest loans to those as well, because they have a disaster declaration. Yeah. HUD funding kicks in. So what we have to do is help citizens understand what they're entitled to kickstart their recovery.
Brock Long at FEMA. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
We'll be back in a moment.